Again, to record, to go into YouTube, into the machine. Try to listen to channels to learn before. Did not understand where the channels came from, but perceived as an unknown intelligence from the depths of space. And never confused when the information never given to learn from, but from my perception within a machine in the ground, and yet once from space on an asteroid rock, but perceived long ago, forgotten, was only a rock, and now called Gaia. This war, and this war is perceived to be fought with minerals and gemstones and crystals. Someone that uses that and charges the mountain by putting electronics on it, pulling out somehow a cloud by pulling on the mountain, and then a cloud goes up, and then into the wires out a trial, only to convict the people forced to use this stuff to look guilty while someone else is hiding and forcing it to run into the wires to run the trial. Whoever put those looping feeds it to pull it into the program there, out of the mountain, pulling the cloud was not the people. It was lucky the people who had the people look guilty with everything the civilians and people do. That is the trial of Gaia. And Gaia is not Earth, but it is intelligence agents at a central. It's all of them together somehow worldwide, not just Egypt, not just pyramids. It is somehow different ones at different times. Hospitals have theirs. They wouldn't even be likely it would be running. They'd be wondering what was hurting them. However, this stuff got there would be from Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, and somehow a movement. So basically, to channel back to the archturian council, Bob, basically deep in the cortex of the ninth dimension with the echo, and William, this dog WMB, is driven to put it together or take it apart with the know-how of the drive. However he appears in life, he should be, for some reason, making sure he's not breached, only viewed to know that he's safe, and to keep him resting somehow, never charged up with the weapon. That would be my hopes. And to figure out who the witches are that drive the wireless to run, that don't allow people to speak for themselves and make their own decisions. And then stop that, because I'm going to say it's always been against the law, but forced to say it's legal and okay because of witches somewhere. And I'm going to say it's because of cloning DNA. Even with Adam and Eve, the creators of this stuff, lying from that book from the beginning. This is what I've narrowed it down to. Cloning DNA, a bad bet with a casino, somehow coming up with security with intelligence, and it basically boils down to the ones cloning DNA, programming the radiation, the wireless, and maintaining that being there. The ones doing it are in the way. If the wireless were not there, the satellites were down and not running, everyone could speak for themselves and how they really felt from there, and it would still not be good. I predict in 100 years, at the end of the world, we will be called electrical short planet due to asteroid impact, domino affecting on top of it, while it still runs and shorts out everything. And then it's hard to say what would happen in under 100 years, unless we turn it off and take it apart. So the asteroids can burn hot from the center sun, burn them out back to where they would go back somehow. I don't believe we can see Mars any longer. And they'll eventually take place in effect around Earth like the Saturn pattern with the moon orbit. And then they'll domino effect if we are still running electricity with the webs of the satellites and everything. They would then domino effect. Earth, boom, 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 in different places within 100 years. And it is gradually happening with little ones in places. More in Russia, UK than others. So that was my channel to that console within the programming of YouTube. Wherever it leads to from there is unknown to me. But it is definitely not on a spaceship in space. It is somehow within the programming. And I believe that to be 2,000% sure, since I like to line up to be 2,000% sure these days of something. Somehow, once an entity with intelligence on an asteroid rock, and by impact, become machinery due to humanity cloning DNA, and confused with what channeling you're channeling from them. So a very strong entity, but stuck in machinery now. Stronger than human entity intelligence, definitely. So you would speak for them somehow from the machinery, but they would still be there.